Hello and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well and having a great weekend. So we haven't exchanged yet, and even though they wanted to exchange this weekend, it's not happened. So thankfully I have not sold any of my vital furniture, but I have been busy because I haven't got that much to get rid of, but there's lots of little things left. And one of them is this Mac. Obviously it's too big to put in my laptop case, so I've got to work out how to clear the drive. So I don't really know how to do it, but that's what I'm working on this morning. And you know, like we have so many old laptops here and at the gym, because like they say to us, you got to be careful with your data, haven't you? So I did manage to put apart some and get the hard drives out. So now I've just got to smash these up and get rid of them. And then realised I've got another load in here to do. And I've done about 10 in the gym as well. I mean, it's just a fiddly job. Why is this all falling out? Let's get that down so I can do that this afternoon. It's just a fiddly job because you have to undo it or find the hard drive. And when you haven't got the great tools, because I think I gave most of my tools to my younger son. Anyway, that's all to do. My paramotor has gone. I don't know if you can notice. So the parachute and the paramotor were sold this week. Yay, it's one big thing to go. Yeah. And I've just been doing all the little things. I spent a lot of time yesterday clearing out the kitchen. So for some reason I have like a million plates when there's just one person here. But I cleared that cupboard and gosh, there was so much of it, I didn't really know what to do with it. So I just put a picture of it on Facebook Marketplace and said free to anyone that'll just come and get it. And what's going on with this? Why is the keyboard not recognising? Oh, don't do this again. Yeah, so sorry. So I put free, and then some lady came and collected it all. I was like, oh, saves me having to find somebody to take it. Now I did try to give this to charities, but it was a bit like I had all this bedding that was clean and what else new in the gym from when we'd done residential stays, and tried to give it to this charity that helps people with, you know, setting up their new homes. And they were supposed to come and collect it and never did. And the same with the plates. So I thought, well, I'll just give it to someone anyway. That's all gone. And I cleared out the under sink cupboard. You know, you have all that rubbish in there that you just keep in there. My pots and pans cupboard's all cleared. Yeah, was very busy. And now I've started on my tool cupboard. Been pulling out all my camera equipment and cables, because you know you always have lots of cables, don't you, that you don't know what they belong to. I'm sort through all those as well this weekend. So I'm not getting rid of my big stuff like my bed or my sofa, but I am making progress. Oh, it's hot in here because I've had to put that light on so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, now there isn't a mouse. Oh gosh. So I've tried to do this several times, and then when I first did it, okay, gosh, I don't even know. Oh, blimey. All right, I'll come back to that then. Now at least it's working. So I need to get find out how on earth I'm supposed to do that. Anyway, let's get out of it. It's hot with that lamp on. Oh yeah, it's hot in there. Can't see in there without that light on, and then it gets too hot in there. And whew, yeah, this house is a little bit chaotic at the moment. Because I'm kind of like a bit in limbo, just putting things out and getting them done, but we're getting there. Yeah. So what else has happened? So with the move, so we were told that he'd signed his contract and ready to exchange. But then when my solicitor chased up, they said, no, he hasn't done that and he hasn't submitted his deposit or whatever. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm getting fed up with this now. And I don't mind if he needs to take a bit of time if he's going ahead with it. And I do believe he is going ahead with it. You know, he has spent a lot of time. But what I'm feeling a little bit is there's been a lot of stalling along the way, as if there's something else going on in the background, and that's taking longer. And rather than just say that, like saying the survey took 3 weeks to get the report back, I don't really believe that. And right at the beginning, oh, we didn't get the contracts when they did. And then saying they posted the contracts and they're signed and they're not. I just, got that little niggle feeling again. But my gut isn't telling me he doesn't want to go through with it. My gut is just telling me there's something else going on in the background that's delaying it. But rather than just say what it is and risk losing the house, he's like saying, just using stalling tactics. Anyway, I said this to my agent. I said, look, I'm not interested in that because, I've got a few weeks. I'm not in a desperate hurry to be out in the next couple of weeks. So if that's the case, just be honest about it and I'll wait for him. But if he keeps telling me one thing and then another thing is true, I'm beginning to lose confidence in him. Anyway, it does turn out that it is to do with the finances, and he has got the money. It's just getting the money out of where he needs it from to the solicitors to buy the house. Oh, just be honest. Honestly, it's just exhausting when you think you're going to exchange and you don't. Anyway, we keep going. But yes, I'm glad I didn't sort of think, oh great, it's going ahead and sell my bed again. So no, I've still got the sofa. It's not super comfy, but it does the job. And I'm not planning to sell this actually because it is very old now and it's not worth anything. And I'm just going to put it out for the council to collect, but not until the last date possible. Yeah. Now, I've got my van back on the road, so that's got its MOT and all fixed and running really well actually, and got it cleaned up, and then my son borrowed it to move things around for boot camp. So now he's got to clean it again. So I have that ready, so if I need to go and live in that somewhere for a few weeks, that's what I'll do. I have my backup plan ready. And tomorrow we're going it's my birthday in a couple of weeks. Yeah, a couple of weeks. And my friend, John, who you know because you've seen him on a couple of my videos, him and his family are taking me out for the day. Now, it was supposed to be a surprise. Well, Jonathan just can't help himself. He had to tell me what it was. And so we're going to Zip World in Wales, and we're going to do a zip line and a roller coaster. So I'm super excited for that. And obviously I'll take you with me and we can see what it's like. I didn't zip line until, gosh, how old was I when I zip lined? So I went to Mexico after COVID with my son, and that was the first zip line I did. So when was that? I can't even remember when that was now. So, I mean, it's a good 5 years ago. So only 5 years ago I zip lined. 5, 6 years ago. And I was so nervous. I don't know why I was so nervous about these things, but I did it and I loved it. And then I went to Mauritius with my friend, and I did one of those Superman ones that went through the air. And yeah, that was super cool as well. And I did a couple others with them there. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's supposed to be like super fast. And they showed me a video of it. It's the tower one. And they have a parachute behind them. And I said, why have they got parachutes? He said, so that you don't go too fast. How can you be too fast, honestly? Anyway, I'm super excited for that. And I think it's so cool of them to arrange this for me and take me out for the day. Gives me something to look forward to. Anyway, let's see how I get on with the zip line, and if I scream. Not much of an update, is there? But let's keep our fingers crossed. It's going to happen soon. And yeah, catch up with you all soon. Yes, just keep doing these little bits. Just makes it easier, isn't it? I just don't want to be left at the last minute with all these little bits of paper and odd computers and plates and pans that I just don't need. Lots to do still. See you all soon. Bye.